Hello, everybody, and welcome back on into our OBS class. This is episode 6. So, yeah, we finally made it. My goodness, 6 episodes already into this class. We've gone over so many things since I first started this, officially, like, live streaming on YouTube, and, the response has been actually, like, really well. I'm glad it's, like, really helped out a lot of people and everything else, like, on our content creating journeys. For those of you that might just be joining in for the very first time, just wants to let you know that we keep it, like, pretty casual. Like, I know I called it, like, OBS class, but, like, I didn't think of any other words, so we're just gonna go with that. I don't know. I think it's really fun. I learn, you learn, we all learn in our content creating journey, so it's pretty fantastic. Welcome on in, basketball girl. Hello. But the first, I do like to say, like, the very first, like, 10 minutes after the intro, if you go to, like, roughly around the 15-minute mark, somewhere around there, I like to catch up with chat and everything, but I will say that today's class will have to end a wee bit early because I do have some obligations with family that suddenly came up this morning. So yeah, but if you're watching the recording, I hope you sit back, relax, and maybe you'll learn something. Maybe I can help you with organization or some crazy different scene, or maybe you're wanting to, like, make some really neat background or thumbnail. If you want to go also check out the other videos on OBS tips and tricks, feel free to do so. Slap that like button. It really does help out. Click that notification bell. And funnily enough, sharing the link to the video really helps out as well. So feel free to do that. And thank you again for supporting the YouTube channel and everything else. I know I haven't really been uploading long-form content, nor haven't been uploading short-form content. I'm trying to get back on the horse with things, as I'm trying to figure out my niche when it comes to this channel and what I'm wanting to do for the future of this YouTube channel. I know the live streams, I want to focus on OBS tutorials, but when it comes to the long-form content, I'm not really sure what I want that to be yet. So just bear with me, as I'm still, like, trying to understand, like, a little bit of everything, like, when it comes to, like, streaming on YouTube and then, like, recording the videos. It's been a interesting journey, and I'm just trying to take my time and take some steps as I go along. So bear with me. We'll be starting class momentarily. Like I said, I like to catch up a chat real quick. Can't wait till tonight. What are you doing tonight, basketball girl, if you don't mind me asking? Oh. Are you going to have a game tonight by any chance? We're playing basketball, possibly. I knew I forgot to do something. Oh, there it is. Today we're going to be diving on into more OBS plugins, as well as, some interesting things that you can make and different organizations. The last video, I feel like the last class I messed up on because I didn't know how to properly implement, like, what I wanted to do and, like, showcase, like, because having 2 OBSs was, like, really confusing. So my brain was like, what are you doing? Like, what's happening here? Essentially. And I was trying to download an OBS plugin to the tutorial plugin, and I didn't know, like, I wasn't thinking clearly when I came to it, but I found the solution for it. So I'm excited to say that, like, we should be good to rock and roll when it comes to that. I'm just pressing buttons real quick. Maddie, love your freaking face. Thank you for stopping by the class. I really do appreciate it. I've just been trying to get the word out there, get back on my normal schedule with everything. So I really do appreciate everybody that is able to make it out through these classes. It really means a lot to me. Seriously, thank you very much. We're going to do this. Just touching up some things real quick. There we go. Hey, Panda, welcome on in. Hello. like I said before, we're gonna be going over scene trees and OBS plugins and things that can make y'all streams like maybe help you out. Like there's definitely one, like I know the last class I tried to show it on the like tutorial and everything. It was a wreck. I didn't properly plan, and now that I know how to do it, now we're gonna be able to show you. So yeah, I'm really excited. If anyone does have any questions in today's class as well, feel free to ask at any given time. Just know that I'll be finishing my train of thought before diving into it. More madness for your stream? Yeah, way more madness. Like a lot more. A lot more. Because a lot of people's been asking me how I do certain things on my stream. Maybe it's a multiple camera setup. You know, there's been a lot of questions about how do I, like, you know, wham bam, thank you ma'am. It's just a lot of different fun things that you can implement just to like quality of life for you, makes you feel good as a content creator, because there's a lot of the times when we implement things. There's a lot of times when we implement things into our stream, like we're like, oh yeah, like this is really important, when it's important to us, but for our audience and our communities, they really don't notice the difference. And sometimes that can be discouraging, because, you know, they don't see what we see on this side, right? So I want to like show things that like maybe can help you in your mindset, because it is a big psychological thing when it comes to streaming or recording or creating any sorts of, you know, content out there on the internet. But anyways, without further ado, let's just go ahead and we are going to dive into today's class, shall we? First things first, a fresh installation, as always. So, fresh installation, nothing has been touched on this OBS whatsoever. I literally haven't done anything. We got our scenes, we have, you know, the horizontal audio mixer, regular scene transitions. There's nothing new on this one whatsoever. But there's about to be. We're about to, like, make something and life amazing. So, imagine this. Imagine if you could organize your scenes. Now, I talked about this on last class, but I figured out how to show you how to do it with the tutorial. So, that's what we're going to be doing. Witchy, welcome on in. Loves your face. So, we're going to be implementing a thing called Scene Tree, where basically it is going to be putting scenes into folders. And then after I show this plugin, I'm also going to be showcasing something that constantly is asked on my channel or in a DM on how I do X, Y, and Z. And like I said, we're at the intermediate portion of OBS class, so now we're starting to get a little bit more advanced. Just let me know if I need to slow down a little bit, or if you have any questions, just let me finish my train of thought. And without further ado, let's rock it. So, first thing you're going to want to do when downloading any OBS plugin, we got to exit OBS. We got to completely just get out of it. Like, we don't need it. Okay? We need right here. We need the plugin first, all right? In order to install a plugin, you first have to have OBS completely shut down so it can implement the new plugin. So we're going to be downloading a thing called Scene Tree, and as you can see over here, you're going to have two things. One's going to say Scene Tree, the other thing is going to say Scenes. And after practicing and messing around with it a lot more and re-implementing my knowledge about this, I'm going to show you how this works. It's very simple, and it's going to make your life easier. Instead of having 50 million things, well, you don't want 50 million scenes, right? Like, just like all cluttered, it looks disgusting. You want that organization? Well, I'm going to give it to you, all right? We're going to organize this like no other. We're going to make it mwah, chef's kiss. So, we're going to go over here to download. When you click on go to download, it's going to show like all these like random things. Like I said before, all we got to do is, it literally tells you if you have Windows or Linux, go to Windows. That's what I have. we're going to extract OBS, scene tree, view, Windows, and then it'll say the version. It's a zip file, which funnily enough, it's just the top one right here. So I'm going to click download real quick, and then it has it downloaded. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new folder, and we're going to name this, what should I name this? We're going to name this scene tree. This is only a temporary folder. We're not going to be keeping this folder. Then after we click on it, we're going to go to downloads. I'm going to go to what we just downloaded, our file. I'm going to click cut. Going to exit. Go to scene tree. And then I'm going to hit paste. Once I do this, all I have to do is extract here. So I'm going to extract the files. It's going to show OBS plugins and then data. Now, for tutorial reasons, I'm going to be installing this in a different location. However, I'm going to show you where you're going to have OBS. 99% of y'all are going to have OBS installed on your C drive. Some of y'all advanced people might have your OBS installed on a different drive. Fair enough, but for the majority, it's going to be on your C drive. So all we have to do is go over to our C drive right here, click on Program Files 86, then we're going to go to OBS Studio. Now, usually I would say that what we would do is we would right-click on the folder we just made. We would literally open this up. We would have both boxes right here. And all I would do is hit Control and then click on OBS plugins and then data, right-click, click cut, and then paste it in here. That's what you're going to do. But I'm going to do something different because I have 2 OBSs installed. But that's the only thing you have to do. It's going to say run as administrator. You sure you want to do this? Click continue. It's not going to erase any of your progress. You got it, right? So where I have my tutorial OBS plugin at is actually over here in program files. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this, click cut. Then we're going to go over here, click paste. It's going to say, do you want to replace these files? We do. It's replacing files in the OBS plugin and data. Again, we're not getting rid of stuff. We're updating it because we're giving it a new we're giving it a new plugin. So I'm going to hit yes. It's going to say, do you want to do this? You want to click the check mark, do this for all current items right here. And we're going to hit continue. Once we do this, now when I open up OBS tutorial, if I did this correctly, by going through the steps that I just showed everyone, then when I click on OBS tutorial, crossing my fingers and toes, we should have a new plugin. Probably going to say real quick, well, MVK, where's it at? I don't see it over here. Where's Scene Tree? Don't panic. All right? If you go up here to docs, it should be there. Unfortunately, yet again, it is not. Why, you may ask? I have no idea. Because I literally tested this theory the other day. Why do you do this to me, OBS? Ooh, freaking woo. That's why I said we learn together. So comment down below if you're watching this video and maybe you can tell me what happened, but it's probably because I have 2 different OBSs and I looked at the location. It should have pulled it up. I'm going to try one more thing just to see if it works. I'm going to try one more thing. Because in theory, this should work. In theory, this should work. I'm going to re-download this. It was probably the wrong location. That's all it was. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to re-download the zip file. We're going to do a speed run of this. I'm going to quickly go over to, I'm going to open up another folder actually real quick. Go to downloads. Going to move this over, hit cut. I'm going to hit paste. Going to extract here. I'm going to close my OBS tutorial. I'm going to go to, let's see, actually wait. I'm going too quickly. I'm going too quickly. All right, let's do this. Extract here, yes. Grab these, right click, and then we're gonna click cut, close this, we're gonna hit paste. Place files. Boom. All right. In theory, this should work. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do it. So in theory, it wasn't failure. Einstein said it best. Or no, not Einstein. It was Edison. Edison said that I did not fail to make the light bulb. I found, like, whatever the number was, how many tries he was trying to figure out the light bulb. He said I didn't fail. I found out all these different ways that how to not to get it to work, you know, all through trial and error. So that, honestly, like, I just showed you what happens if you don't put it in the right file location. It's not going to show up in your OBS. And the best way to do that, which I can show you right now, is by quite literally, if I was to go to my monitor, whatever your OBS is, I named mine OBS tutorial, so don't worry about the name for it. But if you want to know where your OBS is at, if it's on your desktop, all you have to do is left click on it, right click on the application, open file location, and it'll show you exactly where it's at. And then it'll show you the path right here where you can find it. So if I just go back a few times, all I need to see is where it shows bin, config, data, and OBS plugins. That's where we're going to be putting all of our plugins from now on. Now that I have these plugins installed, though, I won't be able to redo them for the future, but they're going to be always installed in my tutorial, unless I uninstall them, which I'm probably not going to do. So without further ado, let's just go back into OBS tutorial. We can actually get rid of this folder. We actually don't even need it anymore because we already cut and moved the files over. So now we're good. So now that we have scene tree, I'm going to click on docs. I'm going to click on scene tree. All right. It's going to show this little box over here. So the cool thing about OBS is that we can put these docs. All right. These are docs. We can put them anywhere in OBS. I can literally put them anywhere, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I do it. You can do it a different way, but what I like to do is I like to put this on top of each other. Then you're going to see two little tabs down here. One is going to be named scene tree. The other one's going to be named scenes. Let me explain how this works. So let's say I wanted to make a starting soon folder for OBS. Let's say I have multiple different starting soons. Maybe you play Sea of Thieves, Apex Legends, Fortnite, Final Fantasy 14, Baldur's Gate 3, but you want like different starting soons, but you want them in the same group. That's exactly what we're going to do today. So imagine, right, theoretically, if I rename this. So I'm going to call this starting, I'm going to do all caps, starting soon. Okay, so now what I've done with scene tree is I have made a folder, all right, but I got to get a scene inside of it. Anytime that I add something, please pay attention to this. I've made this mistake so many times. Right here, if I click on this, and let's say like that's starting soon, but I want an intro made. I want to name it intro. Okay. So these are folders. These are not actual scenes. All right. If I want to make a scene for starting soon, this is how you do it. Click on the folder. Then I'm going to go to scenes. All right. Now, these are the scenes that are made because I added it the way I added it, okay? So these are scenes, all right? If I click on the folder itself, that's going to create a folder, all right? So folder for the group, all right? So starting soon and intro, all right? So I want to make a folder. So we're going to call this one starting soon. And then this one, I'm going to put starting. I'm going to rename this one. We're going to put Baldur's Gate starting. Now what I can do is I can put this inside of starting soon. Look at that. There's a little drop down arrow. How cool is that? So I can make that. If I wanted to make another one, all I would have to do is click on add. So I'm going to add another scene. Let's say I want to do Final Fantasy 14 online, right? All right, so Final Fantasy 14 online. Now that's a starting soon. And guess what? The intro, let's say we want to make some intros. Click add. This intro is going to be anime intro. Okay. Anime intro, click, drag it into the drop down right over here. Oh wait, I gotta make a folder. Dingus. We're gonna remove this. We're gonna add a folder. We're gonna call this one intros. Now that I made this folder, all I gotta do is drop it down and I can put things inside of it. So now I have drop down scenes with, they're not scenes, these are folders. This is for organizational purposes, right? So like, let's say I wanted to make another one. Let's say we want another folder. We're gonna name this one, I don't know. Maybe you have like channel points on your channel. Why not name this channel points? And then if I want to make channel points, click add. We're gonna make drink water streamer. Boom. It automatically puts it in there. All I have to now do is click the drop down. Look at that. Like that's it, you know? Just make sure that when you're like, and if you want to like move these around, you can move these around anywhere you want, right? Like I can, but you have to be careful when you're making folders and everything else, because you want to make sure that you're not making a folder within a folder, right? So like channel points, if I want it below intros, I could do that, you know, like they collapse. Like it's just so, it's so amazing, right? Like, look at my scenes. Instead of having like all these scenes, now all I got to do is look at this and I can click the drop down. Like, I mean, I think that's incredible. The one thing I will caution everyone on is I've tried adding scenes in Scene Tree sometimes and it doesn't work. So what I've had to actually do, like I'm going to delete this one real quick. So what I've actually had to do is I've had to click on scenes over here and add the scene. So I would click on the folder I wanted it in. So anime intro, right? Like, or intros. I would click on the folder. I would go over here, click on scenes, then click add. And then adding the scene into this. So let's say anime intro, another intro. We could do, I don't know. Let's say we wanted Dark Souls intro. Right? So I made these scenes, but if I go back to Scene Tree, you'll notice that Dark Souls intro is now in this. Why? Because I clicked on the folder. So, does anybody have any questions or concerns? If I'm going too quickly, let me know. But like, that's how easy it is to install a plugin. Like, all you got to do is type in like, you know, Scene Tree or whatever, go to GitHub, right? That's where like all the plugins are at. And that's all it's doing. It's imagine an extension or a DLC for a video game. That's it. It's like so easy. Also, welcome on in, Dorlin. That's what we're doing today. We're learning about OBS plugins and how you can implement it into your stream. This one, I call it the organizational, like everybody needs this plugin. This makes life so easy, all right? Let me show you why this makes life easy. So I'm going to show you my OBS. Congratulations, you're in my OBS. If you notice over here on the left-hand side where all my scenes are at, y'all see like all these things I have? I have a lot. Like if I click on main scenes, boom. Like this is all for organization, filters, alerts, you know, things that I add, maybe channel points. Like instead of like here's what a regular OBS would look like. Like that's just too much. You know, that's why I was like, is there something I can organize? And someone made this where we can now make a folder to put all of our scenes in, and you can name it whatever you want. You know, maybe your scenes are channel points, maybe it's filters, you know, like if you're doing color correction, black and white. You want to do a horror stream? and like, you know, like maybe like make it your own thing, you could absolutely do that. You know, let's say it's Halloween, right? This recording's happening in October. So like, let's make another folder. All right, let's go over here. We're going to make, oh gosh, I don't know. Let me get rid of these. Let's make Halloween. Right? And we don't want this to be inside the other folder. We want this to be its own thing, right? So let's say theoretically, right? Let's say you wanted a bunch of Halloween, like just chatting or gaming and everything else. Like, and you could keep these forever. Like, imagine, like, how big is this? Imagine for an entire year, for all the seasons, if you are a full-time content creator or even a part-time, imagine having folders for every season already done. Instead of going through multiple like scenes of all of it just meshed together, now you have it organized. Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, you know, like you got I don't know, St. Patty's Day, Valentine's Day, if you want to do it. Sure, why not? You know, like, this is a huge thing. And I truly hope like it helps. Like, this is such a it's such a clean design. Like, and it's free. Like I said, like, this is all free. All you have to do is, like I said, just go to this website. It's very, very simple. Like, go over to obsproject.com, right? And then, like, if you go to the forum, resources, and then, like, Scene Tree, it's just Scene Tree folder plugin. That's it. You can type this on the web. Just type in Scene Tree plugin for OBS. And then this was going to show up. You click on downloads. It's going to show you this website over here. And then it tells you, like, what I love about this, it has instructions on how to install it. That's it. Like, it truly tells you everything you need to know. And I think that's absolutely wonderful. Also, welcome on in. How's it going, Graham? Great to see you. Okay, I lie. I could use this. Everybody could use this. It's simple. You download zip file. Like, let me break this down into steps on how OBS plugins work. All right? Let's actually break this down. I'm going to show you. All right. So, too easy, right? So, first things first. Let's go ahead and do this. So, step 1. Download OBS plugin zip file. Okay? So, this right here, this is going to be step 1. All right? That's all you got to do for that one. All right? Too easy, right? Over here, okay? I'm actually going to make this nice and pretty. I'm going to go above and beyond just for the video. All right. Step 1. Download OBS plugin zip file. Too easy. All right? Let's go ahead and let's go to step number 2. So, step 2 is going to be simple. Step 2. Extract files from zip folder. All right. So now that we've got the folder, we have it downloaded on our computer. Now all we got to do is extract it, right? That's step 2. All right. Now, let's go to the next step, shall we? Let's go to the right over here. We're just going all different directions. We're just going to have fun with this. So, let's go to step 3. Step 3 is very simple as well. It's going to be grab, and it's going to look the same. Grab, or let's see, copy/cut. I'm going to make this, you know what? Right click on both OBS plugin folder and data folder. Okay. Once you do that, all right, all we got to do, I'm making a whole presentation out of this. I know, but like, trust me when I say like, this is going to be so worth it. This is going to be so worth it. All right. So now that that's done, boom, done. Let's go up. Time to go upsies. Whoop. Next step. Step 4. Right click, or actually, yeah, let's just say that. That would make things, yeah. Go to Windows File Explorer. Click on C. Oh, wait. Yeah, C drive. Programs. It's going to be program files 86. This one's going to be a long one, so what I'm actually going to do is like, I'm going to, I need to actually edit this, but, oh, come on, give it back to me, you dingus. You goober. I'm going to make this even more simple. I'm going to stretch this out. I'm going to make this very simple. This is going to be the last step. Step 4. Go to C drive. Click on program files. x86. Then click on OBS Studio. After then, paste the files you just downloaded. Congrats. You're done. That's it. That's all you gotta do. That's it. That's all you gotta do. So literally, step 1, download the OBS plugin zip file of your greatest desire. Step 2, extract files from zip folder. Step 3, right click on both OBS plugin folder and data folder. And then finally, step 4, go to your C drive or wherever your OBS is located where you got it installed. Then click on program files x86. Click on OBS Studio. Paste files you just downloaded. Congrats, you are done. But make sure your OBS is closed. It will not work if your OBS is open. Timmy, there's gonna be someone in the comment section like, it didn't work. It didn't work. Nope. Nope, not true. Not true. That's impossible. Look, I literally showed it on stream of me failing, all right? Was that for real? Maybe, you'll never know. Maybe I was just like testing your, who knows? But yeah, that's it. That's all you gotta do. Find the file location where it's at, copy, paste, done, all right? I'm gonna show you another, y'all wanna see another plugin? Let me look up another plugin that I have that is another lifesaver. At least in my opinion, I think is amazing. Well, how cool would it be? How cool would it be, right? If you could automatically update your plugins, right? I just taught you how to download them. But let's say now you have a lot of plugins. Let's say you have 50 plugins. That's a lot. That is a ridiculous amount. But, maybe that's what you want. Maybe you just have that many. Hey, that's fine. I'm not judging whatsoever. I have a lot of plugins myself. There is a website that I would highly suggest everybody take a look at. it is called Stream Up. That's the program we're going to be downloading. And it comes with a lot of things you can use. Let me show you. So this right here is, it shows you at the top, streamup.tips, product plugin installer. You just got to click on products and then it's Stream Up plugin installer. This one in particular will update your plugins. Like literally, it'll show you this plugin's out of date. Shout out to Andy Lippy and his team for making this for all creators. I'm not taking credit for it. I'm just showing y'all the tools and tips that I've learned over the years. This one right here is a lifesaver because if your plugin goes out of date, it's not going to work. And then you're going to get really upset because you're going to be streaming and then you're going to try to do something or activate a channel point and then it's not going to work. And I don't want that. I don't want you to have to worry about that. That's why I want you to not worry about it. We're going to take care of that. When you download StreamUp, it shows you all their plugin lists. You got a freeze filter, you have a gradient sort, move transition, OBS shade filter, WebSocket, which that WebSocket is basically how I would plug in my phone or something that's utilizing the same IP address and everything else. That's what OBS WebSocket is used for, along with others. Then you have recursion effects, scene collection, all these different ones comes with it, along with like freely updating it. Like I said, this is Andy Lippy. I'm gonna actually show his YouTube channel. Go check him out. Shout out Andy. You know, put your rocks to the stones, right? Like he's a really great guy. Him and Nutty are two of my inspirations that I would like to get to eventually. But like at the same time, you know, like I'm learning, right? It's a learning curve. So not trying to, you know, overwhelm myself too much. You know what I mean? But yeah, like there's a whole video on how to install this and everything else. It's not that hard, but I would definitely like take your time. I'm not going to install this on today's stream because it is a little bit of something you have to do, and I already have it installed on my main OBS. But some of the filters that it comes with, that is something that I can show you. So if you do download StreamUp, I'm going to show you some of the things that you can do with it. There's a filter for like, I don't know, like my rage one, right? There's that one. Or it comes with the time warp. You know, I could... And then my face looks like an absolute dangus. You know? Then we have like cartoon effect. Hello there. I mean, like, there's all different kinds of things that they have. So, you know, that's what plugins are. Like, all the fancy filters that you see me use and other creators use, like, that's all it is. They're just plugins. You know, and not to even mention that some of these plugins aren't even just for filters. This is to make your life easier as a creator. There's like literally when you download StreamUp, there is one called Scene Notes Doc. I don't know about y'all, but for me, I have a lot of scenes. Sometimes I forget on what that scene is there for. I will right click on it and I will put a little note for myself saying, hey, Beard Man, make sure that you remember this scene is for alerts or for a charity event or a subathon or a collaboration, you know, so you can remind yourself. Because once you like I said, we're at the intermediate level of this class. This is where you've been streaming, let's say like maybe at this point, 6 months to a year, and you're really trying to step up your game. You're trying to go above and beyond. This is your moment to be able to accomplish that task and do so much more, you know? And what I love to do, what's even better is being able to create. That is our job, is to create nothing into something. And plugins make our lives so much easier. We're gonna go over one more plugin instead of downloading the stream. Which one would y'all like? I know you're watching this recording wise, you know, somewhere in the universe. You might be watching the VOD, but we're gonna have some fun. Aries, welcome on in. Hello. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? That was my problem the first time. Yeah, exactly. So live in chat, y'all can probably see it in the VOD. Which plugin would you like to see? Would you like to see the time warp one that I shown before? You know, where like literally it goes like, "Aah!" Do you want to see like how to download that one? Would you like to see maybe a move transition where we can like basically move something somewhere it can like fly in like a source? You know, there's that. There's OBS shade filter. We have freeze filter. Where literally where I have this thing on my stream. If y'all want to go check that out, I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. The link to that is in the description down below, by the way. But I have a channel point where people can take a screenshot of myself. So that one's actually really fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it real quick on stream. So in this channel point, the way I have it do that is by using a freeze filter, aka the thing we've been talking about this entire time. Yes, you're right. It is a plugin. This plugin, all it does is that it'll just freeze. Like watch, freeze frame. That's it. That's the plugin. You can set the duration and time on how long it's frozen, and so on and so forth. What I did with this one is I nested a scene within another scene. I did like 3 nested scenes, and what I did was when like people screenshot my face, I have like this Polaroid picture like sort of show up, and what it does is that it'll like show, and then when it hides the scene, it'll like dissolve. It's pretty cool. I don't know. Like I thought it was kind of neat. So yeah, that's the thing that exists. But as far as plugins go and everything else, the scene tree is like one of the biggest things. I wanted to help everyone organize their OBS, make it a little bit neater, as it were. I'm trying to figure out how to upload a 2D VTuber. LOL. Grim surprised me with one today. How to upload a 2-dimensional VTuber. I am not in the VTubing industry. Otherwise, I wish I could help. I could definitely, like, if anyone knows that, comment down below in the video if you'd like to help out another creator. When it comes to VTubing, I'm not too familiar with the software and how all that runs, but I know how to upload media sources, and if it utilizes the video capture device, which I don't think it would, I think it would just be a simple media source, you know, hey, like, this is a thing. When OBS is all over the place, it's organized chaos. I feel that, but that's why I was teaching everybody with scene trees and how to download it. I hope, like I said, that this diagram helps out everybody on how to download it. I've talked about this before, but I've never gone like this in depth. I just ran over Grim's foot. Don't be doing that, you goober. No worries. All right. I just want to make sure that everybody has the best experience. Unfortunately, like I said in the beginning of this video, that's all I really had planned. I have one more thing to show, and that's involving a tool that I use called Canva. But other than that, thank you for watching the video. If you'd like to stick around for the Q&A, where I'm basically going to be talking to chat, they might have a question that could solve a problem or an issue you've been running into. So I encourage you to stay till the end of the video. It really means a lot to me, and it might benefit you as well as we learn on our content creating journey. So everybody in chat, hi, hello. Y'all can see the live chat in the recording. Don't worry, I'll be showing it. Does anybody have any questions, concerns, something that I could go over? You know, did you miss something I was going over? It's great to see y'all, by the way. Aries, Twirlin, Grim, Witchy, Maddie, Panda, Basketball, like, everybody, thank you so much. I really enjoy these. I really enjoy teaching y'all the OBS stuffs. I missed it all. Restart, please. You know what, Aries? There's a thing called a VOD. You know, it's the video that, you know, of this, you know, live stream. You can watch it again. Yeah. I'm not restarting. Can confirm. It's much better live. Well, I mean, you know, things happen. You know what I mean? Things happen. I can't control it. Do y'all want to learn like bonus content of this video? Do y'all want to learn something cool about like what you could do for your stream to like make it like unique to you? I may be getting a stream deck this weekend or next. I'm gonna need help, and Nar would just troll me. You want me to help you with stream deck? All right. I would show you live on this, but I can't really do that. I haven't figured out a way to connect my I have 2 stream decks, and I haven't figured out a way to connect the other one to the tutorial OBS. You know, otherwise I would like show you what it does. It's very strange on how I would have to do it, because how I would have to do it is like this, and I don't want y'all to see the ether. Like if I disable preview, you wouldn't be able to see what's happening. It's a whole ordeal. I would have to like black out the screen. It's weird. It's weird. But I mean, like when it comes to the stream deck, the only thing I can say is like, so this is my small stream deck. I have it set up where I can control like Opera, which is the internet browser I use, which is the music, and I have a main mixer. But I'll show you. Here, let me click on my other stream deck. I'll show you something that I use. What's something I could teach for today? Volume control center. Sure, we can go over this. This is actually a really cool thing. So when you get a stream deck, let's say you don't have a mixer, but you want to be able to control volumes like I do. If you go over here on the right hand side, you're gonna see a thing called volume controller. You might have to download this. The cool thing about stream decks, I'm just gonna show you all the store real quick. They too, look, that word plugins we've been saying all day. They too have a lot of plugins. If you go over here, just download volume controller, you can literally have your own mixer as a stream deck, and it can control individual applications. So after you install it, right, you go over here, go to manual detection. Auto detection means automatically configure audio control for open applications. I like to manually do it because I don't trust it. I think it's like, I don't know. I think it's working for like Skynet. So if I go up here, I'm going to make 2 of these and I'll show you why. So we're going to call this bottom one. Let's say select application, right? You're going to have a title. You're going to have select application. You're going to have set, adjust, and mute, right? So like literally, if I go over here, I'll be like, hey, I want to control Opera. I'm gonna just make the same one I've already have. Opera is my internet browser. Just put whatever you use for your internet browser, Google Chrome, Firefox, wherever the kids are using nowadays. Make sure that the application is open. If you don't have the application open, you see how these ones over here aren't showing? That's because I don't have Spotify or any of this playing. If it's not playing any audio and the application's not open, you're not gonna get your little volume thingy, all right? So don't panic. So let's go over here. We're gonna select Opera. Then you have set, you have adjust, you have mute. So I could make a button, right? All I'd have to do is right click, copy. I can make a button below this to mute it completely, right? So I'm gonna make a mute button down here. This one, I'm gonna make this one adjust. So this will adjust by decibels. So because I have it on the down one, I'm gonna make it adjust by -10%. Now we have a little volume controller. Look at that. It's the same one as this one because they're both Opera. Then, now because I made this one -10%, the top one, I don't have to name it because I wanted the bottom one to have the name. Click on your application, same one, Opera. Adjust, go to plus 10%. Congratulations. You have now made a thing, and I'm gonna press the button. Watch this. Y'all ready? Look. That's me pressing the button. And if I just want to mute it, I press the mute button. And now it's got a little line in it. If I unmute it, how cool is that? So there's your bonus content if you want to be able to control volume. This works on like any application. It could be Spotify, I don't know, whatever game. I mean, I guess you could use this for a game. I haven't tried that. Maybe y'all can tell me in the comments down below. Like, open up a game. But you'd have to do that for every individual game you do. But like, let's say you only play one game, then I would recommend using this if you don't have a mixer. Like, if you only play one game ever, like that is your niche. Yeah, you can do it. Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, it's just an application that's open. So there you go. I didn't know they have one of those. Totally getting that. Y'all want to learn some? Y'all want to learn more? Let me. I'll teach you something else. Why not? I'll teach you something else. What's something that I could teach? Sure. Did y'all know that you could open up multiple applications with one button? Did y'all know about that? That I can make a button on Stream Deck that will literally open up like 5 applications at once? You can do it. Sorry, I got a dip. Remote. No worries. Love your face, Stuart. Thank you for stopping by. So, I'm going to show you something. We're going to go over here. If you go over to the right side, there's a thing called multi-action. So all we're going to do, like, you can probably see this over here. This is Open Sesame. Because I like made this thing where, you know, I'll show you. Just watch. Multi-action. So this thing is called a multi-action, right? So if I drag an action from the right and drop it in here, it'll do what I want it to do. How cool would it be if I wanted it to open up multiple applications? So if I go over to the right side, I'm going to do exactly what it says. If I go to the right side over here and I'm going to go to System, how cool would it be if I wanted it to open up a website? Like, let's say I use like Epidemic Sound, which I do. If y'all like see in the description down below, I am trying to move up in the world with them. If you utilize that link, you know, to get your free trial and then possibly subscribe, if you use my link, I'd really appreciate that. So if I click on website, I'm gonna drag it over. Let's say, like, let me actually grab the URL. So I'm gonna grab Epidemic Sound. So all I gotta do is go over here. I'm gonna title it DMCA free music. Then I'm gonna put URL. So now I got that. Well, let's say I wanted to open up Twitch. Okay. So let me get Twitch. All right. So now that I have Twitch, all right, we're going to go back over here. Website, drag and drop. We're going to call this twitch.tv. Copy the URL over and boom. So now when I press this button, if I click out of this, so I want to call this websites. Right? So watch this. Something cool is really gonna happen. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna press this button. Okay? I'm gonna show you. I'm pressing this button right here. So I'm gonna press the button, and then all of a sudden, it's gonna open up Twitch and Epidemic Sound. I didn't have a browser open, so that wasn't as cool. So like, let me leave this browser open and like press it again for you. See that? So there you go. It opened up Epidemic Sound and Twitch. Isn't that cool? It's a cool thing, right? There you go. So when you're preparing for stream and you want to have like your websites open, or maybe you wanted to open up OBS, maybe you wanted to do like everything, it might crash your PC if it like can't handle it. It'll go in order of things, but yeah, just be careful with that. I've actually had that happen on my old PC setup, so be careful when utilizing that. But yeah, that's like cool stuff you could do with like Stream Decks. Like Stream Decks were, honestly, you could use this even if you're not a streamer, and you can make like hotkeys. You know, like hotkeys that we use on OBS. Like you could do that. Like you could literally like move this over, and you can assign a hotkey. Like I'll make this the up arrow, right? So let's say that like, I don't know, maybe I made this like shift duh. Like maybe I made that hotkey for it, right? And I titled it something off of OBS. If I click this button, I don't have to click shift / all I gotta do is make that hotkey the same as this one. And now when I press the button on my Stream Deck, it'll activate that hotkey. Like it's that easy, you know? It's pretty cool. So yeah, there's some things about OBS, you know, learning new things. Huzzah! Class! There you go. So there's some bonus content for those of you that stuck around to the end of this video. I appreciate it. The last 5 minutes, I just want to spend with people that are hanging out with us in the live stream. So if you are watching this recording and everything else, thank you for the support. Make sure to slap that like button and subscribe. Click that notification bell. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And I'll see you next week for some more OBS tips and tricks, and for episode 7 of our class. And with that being said, we're done. That's it. Yay. I'm not going anywhere yet. I'm hanging out with y'all in chat. If you have any more questions, like anything, this is like the bonus content. I got like 4 minutes. Does anybody got any questions, you know, about like things? Got any questions on how to do the Stream Deck things? Let me know. Yeah, it's bonus. It's like what was that? What was that game show? It had like it's the extra bonus round. Was that Family Feud? I think it was. I don't know. Bonus. There's so many things you could do. Did you know that there's a button that you can close all instances of an app? You know, that was a thing. Like you could choose like an app to force quit if like it's messing up on you. Like let's say something crashes and your keyboard isn't working. Oh, what do I do, Mr. Streamer man? All you'd have to do is just title this, find like the app's like the file location where the app is at, select it, and then boom, you're done. Like Steam or whatever. I don't know. Like if something crashes, and then you check off force quit. You know, like you could use a Stream Deck, like even if you're not a streamer, you could use this for like multiple things. Like you could send out like tweets to your friends, you know? I don't know. I don't have a question about Stream Deck, but I do have a question about Mix It Up. I don't use Mix It Up. I'm gonna have to get with you on it. I don't use Mix It Up. Next time, I might introduce y'all to StreamerBot. I haven't decided yet. I feel like StreamerBot, I'm going to save that for the advanced class, because there's still a lot of things I want to go over in the intermediate class. StreamerBot is like amazing, right? Like you have so many things. Like I created a new command recently. Activate Barbarian Rage. You just like connect it with Twitch Redemption, and then like these are the triggers, like the sub actions and stuff. Yeah. I thought you did. I forgot it was StreamerBot. My bad, friend. No worries. I don't know. I might download Mix It Up just so I can like learn it, and then I'd be able to teach it. I don't know. Maybe I'll bring on a guest. Would y'all like that if I brought? That'd be kind of cool. Collab with another streamer creator. bring him on, be like, hey, let's go over Mix It Up, and I'll download it, and he'll be the one talking, and I'll just press the buttons. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. It's like, all right, class, today we got a special guest. His name is Mr. Rogers. God, I'm such a goober. I don't know. I enjoy doing these live streams, though. I usually do them from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. I do apologize that I have to, like, end early, I get yet again. But there was a family thing that came up this morning that I absolutely, like, I have to go. I have to attend that. Yeah. I just can't get audio from Mix It Up to come through using the audio capture. So I was going to ask about that. You can't get audio from Mix It Up. Okay. I might be... All right. This will be the last thing I'll be able to help out with on today's stream. Does Mix It Up... Let me ask you. Does Mix It Up have a settings button for audio? If they do, go... No. I'm answering right now. Stop. It's fine. So let me show you something. So on StreamerBot, if I go to settings and I go to general, this is where like all the, excuse me, my goodness. This is where like the audio output device goes. Your audio output is the audio going out. Input is like me like talking to a microphone, like that's plugging in. Output is like going out. So yeah, there's like some bonus content for StreamerBot at least, but make sure that whatever like software you're using, like just go to the setting. It's okay, but yes, there's a setting for audio. Yeah, make sure it's like set up correctly. If it's not coming through OBS, if you made a thing for OBS, make sure that anytime, this is actually for everybody, if you ever make something for OBS, I want to do this real quick. Let's say I made like a media source. Let's see. Audio. Work. Click on browse. I'll choose like some copyright free music from Epidemic Sound. So I'll click on loop. Close file when I'm not going to do that. We're going to turn this way down because it's going to be really loud. So when you add something to your audio mixer, always make sure to press the 3 little dots, go down to advanced audio properties, and then whatever you named it, it'll show up over here on the left-hand side. Just make sure to go to audio monitoring and make sure it's on monitor only. Basically what this does is it'll mute the output, meaning that you don't get double audio. If you click on monitor and output, it's going to monitor what's happening in OBS, and it's going to go out to your audience and yourself. So you're going to get it twice. You don't want that. That's the bad Jimmy Jam. But if I click on this, you'll notice that you're about to hear some music go through. Watch this. So now it's going through my main desktop audio. So that's how you do it. GG's. Scuba bubbles, baby. That's how you do it. But with that being said, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank y'all again so much for hanging out with me on today's stream. I really do appreciate you. Like I said before, make sure to hit that like, subscribe button, and as always, we're all a part of this journey. Let's learn together, stream together, and create content because, you know, we're all on this journey together, and it's a beautiful thing that we're making in the world. So let's continue to make the world a little bit of a better place. Till then, I will see y'all next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Enjoy the rest of y'all's Thursday. Take care, everybody.